Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Boss Mage here, and we're going to be playing a little bit of Dark Souls. This isn't really like a walkthrough or anything like that, it's just more of like a let's play. I'm a new YouTuber, and if you see this, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. If not, it's cool too. Let you guys
Perhaps
watch this.
Maybe in a dream.
This is Dark Souls 2, by the way.
A murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
So that's the trailer for Dark Souls. It's a cool trailer, I guess. So yeah, let's jump right in here. You start off with things betwixt. I'm not 100% positive as to where everything is, but I know where a couple of things are that you need. not really need so much as you can get. So if you start here, do not kill these things. Or do not attempt to kill these things. Those things, it's not really worth it, considering that they're kind of hard to hit at the beginning, considering you just have your fist. There's a rusted coin back there, so if you start and then you take a right, so like, alright, so you start there, and you come through there, and you take a right, and there's a little pathway back there, and you can get a rusted coin. And then there's nothing else in this area. You go along this path, and then you can turn and go this way. I'm not going to even attempt to kill this guy right now. He will destroy me. But there is a big fatty over here, and he will drop the stone ring, which the stone ring reduces enemy poise, and it's mainly for PvP. It really works well if you're going to use thrusting weapons, because if you use thrusting weapons, they do damage to poise. So you reduce their poise and then you do damage. There's a small, smooth and silky stone here, which that will come in handy in a minute. So you cross the bridge and you take a left, and it'll be down this path right here. It's a bit hidden. And then if you kill an NPC, you will wait a few hours in-game time. You can't leave the game and then wait. You have to be in-game. And their gravestone will appear here, around that area. And when their gravestone appears, you can go and they will sell you items that they sell you before. They will do their original thing, but you have to wait in-game. Or you can just continue the game, and once you have beaten the game, you go into New Game Plus, and all the NPCs will reset their position. I'm not going to really deal with this. As my YouTube name suggests, this is going to be Boss Mage. Alright, now let's go into the classes. The class set is the Warrior. It's a bit different than Dark Souls 1. There's the Warrior, there's the Knight, there's the Swordsman, the Bandit, the Cleric, the Sorcerer, the Explorer, and the Deprived. I'm going to go with the Deprived, and not the Sorcerer, because I know I am a mage, but I'm going to go with the Deprived, because all of his stats are at 6. And with his stats at 6, he is actually the easiest to customize. So just say I want to make a hybrid build, I go with the Deprived, and then I can do 2 separate things at the same time because his stats are the same. Even if I wanted to respec, his stats are going to be the same either way, so there's no like problem there. I'm going to go with the Petrified Something, and I'll show you what that does in a moment. I'm going to go with the male. I'm going to do this guy right here, and then I'm going to make him super buff, just because. His homeland, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to make him, I don't know. I guess that looks cool. I'll give him more of like a misty type of look. Oops, I meant to go with this one. Eye color, I'm gonna go with white just because it looks cool, I guess. Give him a humongous beard, that's hilarious. Alright, let's go with this. And then no tattoo. All that looks good. And yeah, that works.
All people come here for the same
I guess not very many people are going to watch this at the beginning, so just leave a comment if you are actually watching this and tell me what you think I should do with this build, I guess, and any suggestions as to, I don't know, as to where you want to see this go. I actually will be posting my attempt to doing a no bonfire, no death run, which is also going to be live commentary as this is. And I don't know how well that's going to work because, I don't know. I've never tried it before, so I don't know how well I'm going to do. Trying to get parrying down. This is the perfect place to, if you're trying to. Okay, screw this. I'm killing this guy. I'm actually going to go light the bonfire because I'm pretty sure I forgot to do that. No, I didn't, but I am going to rest at it. If you start with the swordsman, you can actually replace the scimitar and put it into your left hand, or like put it in your left hand anyway. And once you put it in your left hand, you can, the parry time on the scimitars or any of the thrusting weapons is really fast. Like the monastery scimitar was the best, one of the best weapons to use for parrying, and then it got nerfed. But the scimitars are really good if you want to parry, and if you want to learn how to parry. Also, the buckler is really good for parrying, and and the parrying dagger is really good. I've used all of those. And I'm actually going to be showing builds and other things of the nature and other things. But I do want to talk about something really fast. Most people say that soul memory, which if you don't know what soul memory is, it's the top right number. And soul memory is, in my opinion, great. I mean, I can understand why you wouldn't like it, like considering if you're wanting to stay 150, don't. Okay? That's all that there is to it. If you want to stay 150, don't. The reason is because why would you want to stay 150 in New Game plus 10? Honestly. You're going to be 150 in New Game plus 10. I mean, why? Why? Like, that's, I don't know, that just seems ridiculous to me, being such a low level at level 10. I mean, I'm not saying go and make yourself level 800 and then go PvP, but I'm also not saying stay at level 150. And if you want to stay 150 and just try to beat the game that way, kudos to you. I mean, I guess you can, but I don't personally understand it. So yeah, soul memory. Soul memory is basically how this game works with co-op and dueling and all of that stuff. And once your soul memory, again, the top left number, once your soul memory gets to 12 million, anyone with soul memory above 12 million can co-op with you, which is really awesome because you can get a guy on New Game plus 10 helping you and fighting you, which is kind of bad because you can get as well a guy on New Game plus 10 fighting you. But nevertheless, here's what you use a small, smooth, and silky stone. You see this nest right here? You put them in there, and it gives you the items. With the petrified something, it has a chance to drop something rare, and with the small, smooth, and silkies, it just has a chance to drop something. Or not chance, but it'll drop something. So as you can see, I got a Titanite slab and a Titanite shard. That's the difference between the petrified something and the smooth and silky. Smooth and silky will give you a Titanite shard, a Titanite, maybe a large Titanite shard. But the petrified something, you can get the Demon Great Hammer, the Chandler's Trident, the Old Whip, Twinkling Titanite, Petrified Dragon Bone, Titanite Chunk Slabs, and all the rare items that you're not just going to find lying around. Continuing on. Oh yeah, also, hit me up as well if you want armor, because, well, as long as you have over 12 million soul memory, we can actually co-op, but, hit me up. I'm, on my gamer tag. Here, I'll show you what it is. My gamer tag is ArmoredJESTER, capital ARMORED all caps with Jester. Jester, not Jester. I don't know why I said that. So hit me up if you need armor, what armor set you're looking for. But I may or may not be able to give you such armor. Like, there's some armors that I have not collected. Like, if you wanted Lucatil's armor, I haven't got that. If you wanted the Mad Warrior set, I haven't. I just have not wanted to spend the time collecting that yet. Ben Heart of Jugo, all the stuff that you collect from people, I have not collected because I usually summon, like, my friends into the game instead of, oh yeah, I have not showed you that yet. If you wanted to get the Morning Star, just follow my lead just then. Here, I'll actually go back really quick because the Morning Star is an awesome starting weapon, and it's really good to get in the beginning. So what you want to do is when you come out of things with Twixt, there's going to be a little drop-off point on the left. So you see this little path right here? Here, I'll show you from right at the beginning. Alright, so you see the cave over there? See it? It's right over there. Alright, so basically, you come out of that cave, you follow this path. Now, when I say drop-off point, it's not going to be here. Okay? It's not going to be here. So stay away from here. Stay away from here. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to follow this path. There's going to be this fence right here, and then there's going to be a couple rocks. And then there's going to be the grassy area with the little point that points out right here. See that little ledge? Just drop straight to it, and there's not going to be anything here, so you may be thinking I'm lying, but I'm not. So what you do, you just drop off right here, and then the Morning Star will be on this dead guy. It's a hollow that gave up hope. And then here's going to be the binoculars. With the binoculars, they patched this, but you used to be able to hold R1 or whatever button it is on the, I think it's RT. I don't know what it is. I'm not an Xbox person. But you would hold that and you'd hit the circle button and then you would sprint like really, really fast. So that was cool. Yeah. So I don't know, I'm probably gonna cut this video in a minute. So here's the Emerald Herald. You talk to her to level up. Any Dark Souls 2 players would know that, but this place right here is basically Majula. And then there's a life gem over here if you want that. Let me actually equip this stuff real fast. And if you want to get early levels, just use like, nope, not that. Dang it. Whatever. I'll get another one. You get a Soul of the Lost Undead and a Soul of an Aimless Soldier in things betwixt. So if you use those, you will get about, if you only go through that one area that I went through, you'll get 290 souls. Okay? When you use those two together, it gives you 1,000 souls, which is enough to level you up twice. Just about. Not exactly, or because it goes up every time you level up, so it's not twice quite. Almost twice. But once you go, if you are going to go through the whole area, kill everything, even the big fatties, you will collect roughly almost 4,000. Which is, if you started deprived, enough to level you up just about maybe 8 times. I may be wrong with that one. I'm not 100% positive. But, so let's go and level up real fast, and you can also get an Estus Flash Shard here. See, look, I can level up 3 times, or 2 times, technically. I think I'm going to do 1 into Intelligence, 1 into Faith, and that should be good. Just because I like to have some Intellect and Faith, just in case I run into a spell that I want to use. Oh yeah, and also, let's go and upgrade my Estus.
Here, let me see it.
Oh, what an idiot, he fell off. I'm just kidding. I've actually done that a couple times. Not exactly like that, but I've been talking to her and I hit circle a bunch of times, and then I fall off the edge. Alright, so now that I have 2 Estus Flasks, let's go kill the Dragon Rider. And the way I kill the Dragon Rider, actually, just for the fun of it, let's go join the Champion Covenant. Just for the fun of it. And yes, I am online right now. yes, I am online right now, so if I get invaded, it's probably going to be harder. So whatever. Not really invaded by players because I'm decent at PvP, but I'm talking about invaded by NPCs. Because NPCs get harder, and every other person on the game gets harder. So like once you get, and like just say you are going to do PvP, if you do PvP on, or you get off stones whenever you win, and then you introduce it to the, you go back to Majula and you give it to there and you rank up in the Covenant. So let's continue on. This video is kind of long at this point. And like I said, this is a live commentary. I'm going to keep all this stuff in. It's been roughly, I think 11 minutes now. Maybe 11 to 13. I'm not 100% positive. You get a broken thief sword here, which really is kind of crap. But whatever. I'm not doing a no death, no bonfire run here, as you can see, because I've lit a couple bonfires. Rex did it one. When you do a no bonfire, no death run, you're gonna want to be in New Game Plus, honestly, because then even if you're about to enter New Game Plus and you don't have everything you like, you have all the places discovered to where even if you need those items, you can still go and get them. So as you can see, I am not running, or I'm not fighting these guys because all I have is a dagger and I really don't feel like dying a couple times in this video. I'm just going to run past these guys basically. I'm not going to worry about pulling those levers because I'm a cheater and I kill the Dragon Rider this way. But you may say that breaks the game, but it actually doesn't. Because every time you do this, you are taking the chance of dying by the enemies, and you're also taking the chance of dying by the Dragon Rider, by falling off, by messing up, by not doing it right. But I'm going to teach you how to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you can't see what I did there, you wait for him to step 6 times, he will lunge at you, and then he will fall off the edge. Just like that. And considering my dagger does 57 damage, roughly 77, or roughly like 85, that would have taken a little while. Alright, so now, you go to talk to this lady, make sure she goes back to that place. I'm not going to buy anything from her yet because they patched, if you did not know this, they patched Lightning Spear. They made it weaker and they give you less casts now. As you can see, now you only get 3 casts per time you buy it. So I don't use Lightning Spear anymore. Just because they nerfed it and everything else. I'm actually going to go level up now. And let's see. I'm going to level up, probably put some into strength and dex, just so that I can get a base going. Use my Morning Star. Probably going to go with strength and faith build. Or maybe Pyromancer. Pyromancy's fun to use. Maybe Dark, because Dark's really fun. I think I'll use Dark. Yeah, I'll use Dark. And the reason I do this with the Dragon Riders, because it's a really fast way to get souls and level up really quick. So, you know. And I'll put this 10. Alright. And I still got exactly 1,000 souls for the road. And this is where I'll end my videos. Or video. Thanks, guys.